Alrighty. Man, time flies when I'm back home in New York. Just goes so quick. The trip, the fishing, everything, it comes and goes before we know it. Guys, last video in the New York series. It's been an awesome time, as you guys may have seen in the previous videos. We've had some phenomenal fishing on Cayuga Lake, on Cayuga Lake. And as I mentioned earlier on in the series, we're gonna close this one out with a tournament. A tournament on Cayuga Lake with the crew from NYKBF. Today's Friday, the day before the tournament. You guys know the story by now. I've said it a million times, but Cayuga is, I guess, what we'd consider our home lake, just because it's literally 5 minutes down the road from me, and it's a fantastic fishery. So I'm so pumped to be finishing this trip with a tournament on Cayuga Lake. But today's pre-fish, we've already gone there once, had a good spinnerbait bite going. Kind of had to work for the fish, but we found some fish that were munching the spinnerbait. A lot of post-spawn fish. We had some nice cloud cover. It was just perfect conditions. And then when the sun came out, we were able to catch them actually on a mag draft, that perch mag draft, and catch a couple of flipping fish. There are definitely fish there. There are fish all over the north end of Cayuga Lake, that just giant grass flat. So I think that's the game plan for practice in the tournament. Today, we're going to go back out there. We're going to explore some new waters, some new areas of this giant grass flat, try to find some more pockets or general areas that hold some fish, figure out what they're biting, establish a pattern. And then tomorrow, as always, take you guys with me and we'll see how this whole thing unfolds. So yeah, guys, that is the video for today, the final video of the New York series. It's going to be a couple of fun days of fishing. So let's load up the kayak, get down to the lake, and let's get out there. Let's just get fishing. You know, like I said, this is a practice day, but I'm not going to be shy either. I'm not in New York too often, so we're going to rip on a few today. There we go. Yeah. All right, that's exactly what we wanted, folks. Dang, it's a big one. Dang it. Dang it, but yes. I mean, that's all we needed to confirm. They're still munching the spinnerbait, and they're still giants on this grass flat. Oh, God. Dude, that's a big one, man. Like, big. For reals? Oh, my God. Man, that would have been so welcome in the tournament. This is like getting a gold star. Just getting the dolphin, actually. Dolphin means it's giant. Dude, look at that fish. Look how thick that fish is. Well, that's a big one. Wish I caught you tomorrow, but I'll take you any day of the week. Yeah, that deserves a sip of coffee. Well, we've been on the water for what, about 8 minutes? Guess we can go back in and get breakfast. Nah, we're gonna keep fishing because that's too much fun. It's like specific stuff though out here. Gotta try to find some areas where the grass isn't like touching the top. That's like the key, finding those little pockets, those holes. But I'd like to run across some fish today and mark them, and pretty much after this morning and then taking the waypoints from the other day, kind of look at all the waypoints and see maybe there's a little bit of a pattern, maybe a depth, maybe a section of the lake where I'm really getting bites, that kind of thing. There we go. Man, oh man, tell me it's another tank. It's another big. Alright, so I guess we're probably starting here. Hooked him weird. Hooked him kind of funny. Bottom of the lip. Barely get my hand on that one. Spinnerbait bite is still on. Jeez. I wanted to use this as a search bait, but they're giving themselves away real quick. Now you know this won't be how it goes on tournament. It'll be the montage of a million casts and then the 1 hour no bites later. I hope it's not that. I hope we go to town. I hope everybody catches them, to be honest. Hope it's just a really good, fun day of fishing. Lots of fish catching. I'm seeing bait get chased. I just saw a little silver minnow, something silver, kind of skipping along the top. I know it was getting chased. These fish aren't busting them on the top, they're subsurface. I'm telling you, that's exactly why the spinnerbait's getting launched. Right now, I don't know if it's like some kind of shad or whatever bait fish it is. Spinnerbait is matching that, and we tried it a little bit the first trip with a chatterbait, but I don't think a chatterbait would get bit as good as a spinnerbait. I think these little willows, these blades, really are much more of a match the hatch for these fish. At least these ones. There we go. Doesn't feel that big, but it's a fish. Little fella. And let's mark the small ones with a gasoline. I don't know why. Oh, we're on again. Oh, I thought we were. Oh God. Just saw another big one right there. I don't know if it was following my jig or what, but looky here. Look where we're making this waypoint. Right next to our first couple of good bites. So there's clearly, for whatever reason, there's a couple of fish in this area. I don't know if that was the same fish, but there's another one right there that just came up and ate the jig. I didn't even set the hook on him. Didn't want to. This area's got him right here, dude. Holy smokes, this area's got him.
Yep, but I think, yeah, I mean, that's another spot that could be good.
I know Zaldane figured out the smallies when Bassmaster was here.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, man.
Bass?
Yeah. That was like a 20-incher.
Yeah? Nice.
That was a giant. I don't even know I was catching it. There we go, finally. It took so long to get bit. Oh. What is that? Is that a pike or a bass? Oh, it's a bass. It's a big bass. That's a dolphin. That's a dolphin symbol right there. It's a long, skinny one. Oh. Not getting a lot of bites, but the bites we're getting are pretty good. That's another big one. It's another really good tournament fish. Man. Alrighty. 9:30, folks. Practice pre-fish is over. I think we found what we wanted. Kind of was banking on that anyways. Big grass flat, a couple of key areas that we caught some fish on today, and they were pretty good fish. So I'm excited. I think tomorrow is going to be a really fun tournament. I think there's going to be some big scores put up. I'm sure other people are catching big fish. I mean, this lake is phenomenal. But yeah, that's practice for today. I'm excited. Get tomorrow rolling, get the tournament going. Haven't fished a tournament in New York in a long time, so it'll be a fun one to participate in. That being said, I will see you guys tomorrow morning for tournament day. Here we go. It's gotta be the spinnerbait, right? Let's get that little first cast out of the way. There we go. Got it, we're good now. God, that took a long time. Took way too long. Over an hour for our first bite of the day. Jeez. I don't know what's happened. I think the fish moved. I don't know if they're still here. I feel like they may have gone a little shallower. I don't know. Little guy. Get us started. I don't know, maybe the spinnerbait change helped? Just not sure exactly what is going on with these fish. They're not the same as they've been. Like, it's definitely missing something. They either moved or they aren't biting as good. I did not think it would take that long to get our first bite of the day, though. I'll say that. At least it's one. Yeah, I don't know if they like moved or if they're not biting. I'm not sure. I thought it was gonna be like slick calm this morning. I know. Oh, there we go. Oh, there's a good one. I had a popper ready to roll this morning, but not with these conditions. No popper. No, not with this. Alrighty, still not the size we're looking for. And it's a fish we'll take. So, oh, look at the net. Oh, jeez. Having some net issues, I guess. We'll worry about that later. Alright, there's an okay one, 17. On the fall. I think it might be time for a new net, guys. Oh god, I'm gonna try not to use this if I don't have to. So maybe the spinnerbait change made a difference. Smaller blades, and they're both silver willows. I had a silver and a big gold on the other one. I mean, they weren't mining it yesterday. But sometimes those subtle differences can make a difference. Boy, just about 9 o'clock, guys. This tournament is not going as planned. Neither is the weather. First of all, it's been about 3 hours, and we have 2 bites all morning on the spinnerbait, but I really thought that was going to be the deal. The conditions, the weather said it was going to be slick, calm, and sunny. That changed apparently because it's overcast, and we've had a pretty good chop on the water. That said, you'd think that would help the spinnerbait bite, but it really hasn't. If anything, this bite has gotten a lot tougher. Again, I don't know if these fish moved or if they were just kind of bunkered down. They're just lockjawed, but this is definitely one of those classic scenarios where your practice goes way better than your tournament day, so it's all going to come down to decisions. Do we move? Do we change areas? Do we stick it out and hope that they show up or start biting? I don't know. Honestly, at this point, I'd be happy just to get 5 fish today at this rate. Could happen though. Could happen quick. Just don't know. I gotta believe there's still some fish in this area. I just gotta figure them out a little bit. Pads over here at least. Oh my god! They are shallow. Son of a gun. Well, I finally get bit and I choke. There we go, finally. Oh my god.
That was a bullhead. I saw it, and it was a bullhead. It wasn't even a bass. Yeah, I don't think I've ever caught a bullhead on a Senko before. Well, I'm done with the shallow program. Might be able to get some more bites, but what are the realistic odds they're big bites? I think we just got to go with what we kind of know already and go back to the grass flat and start hucking and winding, maybe slow down a little bit. Stay in the boat, stay in the boat, stay in the boat. Oh! Fish broke me off. Broke my spinnerbait. No! That would have been bad if I lost him. Another dinker. We'll take him. We will take him. Number 3. Yikes. Well, we've caught a lot of fish on this spinnerbait. She's out of commission. It's okay. Got our money's worth out of it. Only problem is I don't have any more with the double willows of silver. I'm wondering if I could take a smaller blade on that one. There we go. Man, that's I want the double silver. Had to do a little improvisation. Man, that's hard to do without split ring pliers. I don't recommend anyone try that. Alright, buddy. I need you to last me the rest of the day. Please and thank you. Dude. That bird had like a 15-inch bass in its claws. Bigger than most of my fish today. Come on, there's a big one. God, thank you. Just never know when it's gonna happen. Just never know when it's gonna happen. Finally hooked up with a good one. We haven't given up on the spinnerbait. We're living and dying by the spinnerbait. It gives us a little life. Dude. It's not huge, but it's a lot better than what I have. 11:37. Finally got a good one. See, I think we just gotta stick with the spinnerbait, cross our fingers. We can get bites on it, just these fish are being a little weird today. Alrighty, finally. One more for a limit and I'd be happy camper. Definitely helps the confidence. I moved in maybe slightly shallower. I don't know. Now part of me is thinking these fish that we had been catching have shifted. They've moved. I'm just guessing at this point. I'm trying to rationalize why I'm not getting bit. Maybe psychologically it makes me feel better. Oh, and my net's broken again. Okay, I think we found a little area that they seem to be here. God, this is such a bad net. Oh my God. Sweet, another fat one. That's another good one. All right, 5. Man, I'm happy to have 5, guys. I was getting pretty scared for a moment there. Another decent one, actually. Alrighty. Got a limit. Thank you, sir. That was tough to get 5, but we got 5. I'm certainly happy with that based on how today is going. Remember that confidence meter we talked about? I always start at 100 and it'll change throughout the day based on how you're fishing, how you're doing. Well, mine has been dropping all day. We started at 100. Actually, we probably started at like 105. We had a great pre-fish, or a pre-fish where there was definitely some fish. Up until just about now, these last 2 fish, we were probably sitting in the low 20s of confidence, and I've gone back up now to about 70. And really, it's not because I think we're just going to start smashing now. It's just because I know that there's still some fish smoking the spinnerbait. I think confidence for me is just knowing you're at least doing the right thing. Earlier I was clueless. I had no idea if it was the right thing, the wrong thing, but I think this is the right thing. Yeah, glad to have a little bit more confidence now. You know, we got about 2.5 hours left to fish, and we're just gonna hook this spinnerbait pretty much all day. But I think this is how we're gonna get our better bites. First cull of the day. Get rid of our micro. We got 2 micros in the box. This ain't anything special, but it's an upgrade. Alright, 16er. Let's go. Let's go. Confidence meter up to 75. Same area. All right. Okay, good. We called our last fish, which is good. Now we got a respectable limit. Not a huge limit, but a respectable limit. This guy's kind of hot. Look at all these. These are all post spawners, I think. Good job. Relax. Oh god. Oh god. Dang it. I knew he was hot. Come on, just relax. All right, 16.25. Okay. Yeah, I think these fish moved. It's one little area. We're starting to get bites. It must have just shifted over or something. We got to get rid of a 15.75 now, I believe. But we need a couple of big bites. Let's just be honest. We need a couple of 18 to 20 inch fish. At least 2 of them. Certainly possible. I do have the belief and the confidence that they're in here somewhere. Just got to get a little lucky. Get one to bite. That's a big one. Oh, that's a big one. Please stay on me. Yes. Yes, broken net. Yes, broken net. God, I almost goofed that one up. Almost goofed that one up. Doesn't matter at this point. All I can say is these fish move shallower. These are shallow fish now. Oh, easy does it. Easy does. Easy does. All right. Yeah, we got to keep spinnerbaiting the rest of the tournament. We got an hour and a half left. Man, hands are shaking. Check that spinnerbait out. Come on, just one more big bite. One more big bite. 30 minutes left. Give me the chance. Come on, there we are. That could be the one we need. No, the net. Oh no, stay there. Yeah, I think it's a call, a little call. Might get us a 1/4 inch. Okay, every little bit helps. All right. 1/4 inch call. No more net. Be real interesting if we get a big one without the net. All right, 2:30. That's it, folks. You know, we salvaged a tough day. The fish definitely changed. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but yeah, you know, okay limit, not what I was hoping for. I mean, we definitely needed to get some lucky fish, and yeah, we got one good one. We just didn't get 3 good ones, which is what we needed. I'm gonna submit the photos. I'm gonna head to the check-in, the awards, which is right behind me, right at Wolfie's restaurant. See how this thing shakes out, and I will see you guys back at the house. Alrighty guys, man, tournament is over. That was an interesting one. To recap the day, you saw we had a little bit of confidence going into the tournament. We had a spinnerbait bite going on some grass flats. Really thought that would be the deal all morning, but it just wasn't to be. As it sometimes and probably often happens, your practice fish don't do exactly what they are supposed to do on tournament day, and that's exactly what happened. We went to all of our spots basically within the first hour and a half, fished them thoroughly with that spinnerbait, even picked up the jig a few times, but we did pick up a couple of smaller fish, just chunking and winding on the spinnerbait, so that gave me a little hope that there may be some fish willing to take the spinnerbait. But again, went hours without a bite. We tried different stuff. We went up shallow, we flipped pads, we threw the Senko under docks. Nothing promising whatsoever. So I told myself we had a pattern in practice. We know there's fish in the grass. You know, they can't be too far away. It's not like they went way down the lake or something crazy. They're there. So I decided to really just lock that spinnerbait in my hand because we had a couple of bites on it earlier. Eventually caught our 3rd fish, small one, but another sign to tell me to keep throwing that spinnerbait. So we kept going with it, and eventually we came in a little bit shallower. We got bit. Nice 19-incher. That one felt great. I figured at that point that a lot of the fish that we were catching probably moved around that grass flat, and that's what happened. We ended up catching a few more in that same general area on the spinnerbait, got our limit, called a few times, happy to get 5 on the board, but I think we made a fair showing, and obviously huge congrats to our buddy Bailey, who was on fire this year, winning multiple tournaments, and of course dominating the local trail here. He took the W with over 96 inches, I believe. Yeah, that's what Cayuga Lake's about. Big bags, big fish. He showed out and he caught him up, so congrats to him. But awesome event, great day, great tournament, NYKBF, awesome award ceremony at Wolfie's. But guys, it's crazy to say this, can't believe it's here.
but we are officially done with our New York trip, our New York swing. We'll be heading back to California shortly. We had a few days of fishing while we were home in New York. It didn't disappoint. We had some really good days out on the water, caught some nice fish, spinnerbaits, jigs, punching. All I can say is another successful trip in the books in New York. Hope you enjoyed this change of pace, change of scenery and fisheries on the channel. And I guess I'll see you in the next video when we make our return to California. We'll see you then.